What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Today we're going to react to the best, by far, the best reaction channel on YouTube. If you're not subscribed, go and subscribe to Point and Shoot, especially if you cannot stand No Jumper and you want to hear the best reactions to No Jumper and all the bums that work there. Shots fired. So this one is called Chicago Thug Gets Removed from No Jumper by Adam16 Bodyguard. This was a great video, man. It's a 37-minute video. We're not going to do 37 minutes. I'm going to react to about 10 minutes of it, maybe 5-10 minutes of it. And then I want you guys to go over there. I want you guys to subscribe to his channel. I want you guys to tell him that Dub sent you. And I think you'll enjoy his content. He's fucking hilarious. So that said, let's get into it.
All right, so for this video, I want to go over this new viral clip in which Chicago-based rapper Ruga presses the 16 of Nashua about his recent recklessly disrespectful comments. And this Ruga character repeatedly calls Adam16 a PDF file to his face.
Hold up. So, this individual from Chicago, Chi-Town, Chirac. This individual from way over there calls Adam16 that word and knows about those allegations, and yet we have all these cats from California who are putting money over morals, and he ain't even breaking you off real bread. Where's it at? You know what I think that is?
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
I think that's what it is, Holmes. Money over morals, Holmes. You get what you work for with him. Look at all the guys that were stand-up people for him that are on the sidelines, and he badmouths like the biatch that he is. Let's go.
And this would cause the 16 to have his bodyguard remove Ruga from the building. Okay, so this went semi-viral. I think this interview hit close to 300,000.
Watch Adam stand up now. Now that the bodyguard's there.
Viral that is, but for No Jumper, that's very viral, I guess. And so when I saw this, I was immediately very curious about why Ruga has such a problem with Adam16, Prince of Cucks. And so I conducted a full scale.
Whoa, the Prince of Cucks, and he doesn't care. Adam16 is a vile individual. Anything he says, he's the victim. He was forced to say it. Even when he kicks it off, he's the victim, man. Let him, just listen to him. He'll tell you.
Scale investigation, and I've got the full story, and I'm excited to show you guys what I have found. And I'd like to start, of course, with the first clip. And so this first clip is going to be Rugas' explanation to the 16 why he doesn't like him. And this is what leads up to the ordeal. And so this is the first clip.
My thing is with you, man. We went bad at the moment I did my interview with you. I talked to you before the cameras was even rolling. I said I ain't even want to talk about that billionaire shit. You feel me? I ain't got time to be bashing the next motherfucker on the internet or whatever. Then the first thing you started the interview off with was, you said you didn't want to talk about the billionaire shit. And I literally just told you.
He laughed about it. And for the squares in the back, this guy Ruga is from Chicago. I already said that. And his former acquaintance that he's talking about is probably, I would assume, from the same city. It's a very dangerous city. And people wind up no longer breathing for rap disputes. People lose their freedom for being on this platform, right? But so this guy knowing, hey, this is somebody in my life, in my circles, who has access to me and I have access to, it's probably a better thing just to whatever our disagreement is, leave it alone. And then here comes this asshole in California, nowhere near where the threat is, where the danger is, and he's going to stir the pot. Check him out.
told you this. So it's like, even after the interview, I talk to you. I'm like, I don't know. I just want to see the interview before I come out. Because I ain't got time to be stirring all goofy shit up. I ain't got time for that. But you, literally, any other time I DM you, you hit me back. But this particular time when I'm DMing you, telling you, like, send me the video, the clip, you're not hitting me back. Now you drop it. And you knew I talked to you and you agreed upon this. As a man, when you tell somebody I'm going to do this, you got to stand on it. So, and you ain't stand on your word.
Yeah, I should have been more direct and just told you I was going to put it out.
You should have just said,
keep going.
You should have just not put it out.
Ruga and the 16 had an agreement prior to their interview that certain topics wouldn't be brought up. And the 16, when the camera started rolling, he just went and asked the questions anyways because he's a cuck and he has no integrity and no respect. And I'd like to show you the actual clip of that actually. Okay, so check this out.
You right before I sat down, you're like, don't ask me about any street shit. The thing that you brought up was like somebody, a past affiliate of yours, sort of ran his mouth about you in a recent interview. You don't want to clap back at him?
Clap back?
Verbally clap back. Not,
what is that going to get me?
What is that going to get him? What is that going to get him, Adam? It's not for clout or for ratings. It's real life shit out there in Chicago. It's real life shit out there for any street dudes that want to go on a platform like this and talk about other street dudes. You see, he asked you, let's keep it hip hop because, you know, there's still people that think, I don't know why. There's still people that think that No Jumper is a hip hop platform. It's not. It's, I believe, a fucking Fed program. I think he's way too comfortable for a regular dude that just has some higher security around him. I think he has Fed protection. I think he's trying to figure out, infiltrate, get these dudes on here to talk about gang politics, gang leaders, and it's all going to lead up to something. And this weirdo right here is going to be a huge part of it. And there's still going to be people that are going to sell their souls to be on his platform. And for you, I say you get what you ask for.
I mean, if he had his say about you, don't you want to have your say about him or at least like correct the record?
So the 16 agreed not to do this exact thing that he's like opening the interview with. So this was highly disrespectful. No wonder Ruga doesn't like him. And this isn't the only thing. Ruga is going to list off a couple of other reasons why he doesn't like the 16th of Nashua. And one of the reasons is because apparently Adam16 was disrespectful to the late rapper FBG Ducks' mom. FBG Duck, of course, from Chicago, was gunned down, tragically, rest in peace. And his mother was on No Jumper, reliving it for the 16's amusement. And the 16 was, I guess, saying some disrespectful stuff. Let's hear what Ruga has to say about
You
that.
on here playing with folks' mama, like Duck Mama, bro. I don't give a fuck how much you playing. Just don't play with folks' OG.
I think that was a mutual thing. Her and I had this little flirtation.
It's a mutual thing. Now, the good thing is point and shoot is going to actually show the clip. So let's see if it's a mutual thing. And let's see what Adam is trying to get her to engage in.
I ain't trying to hit
thing going on. I mean, have you seen the interview? She's around with me like that, calling me handsome and all this shit too. It's not just like you remember that day? We could not believe the way she was flirting with me.
At the end of the day, another thing.
Okay, so this is a huge violation. So I got the clip, and we're gonna have a look at that. So the 16 thought that it would be cool to ask the late FBG Ducks mother if when she caught FBG Ducks friend FYB J Main doing whoop. In other words, having intercourse. What? She walked in on his, FBG Duck's friend FYBJ Main doing whoop years and years ago when they were just kids, and Adam followed up with,
remember, they were kids. He's asking a grown woman about a kid having sex, underage kid.
This with the question of, did you enjoy watching? And the 16's excuse for this question was that he was just flirting with her. They were flirting. And for those who are wondering, FYBJ Main at the time of this incident was 16. What? So the 16 is actually a fucking weirdo.
No, yeah, like 2011, 2010. So I go in my front room, and I open the door. He whooping.
In your house.
He whooping, baby.
What position?
Duh. Nah, I don't know. I don't want to kill a visual. I'm not even trying to think about that.
A 16-year-old kid, and he wants to know the position. There you go, man. All you guys that want to be on this show. That's your boy right there.
But
We've established that you love street dudes. There wasn't a little bit of you that was aroused when you saw J Mane getting his whoop on.
And he's giggling. Look at that face. It's like, what the fuck? What is this shit? That's what that look is on her face. And this dude just giggling away.
this must be the end of the interview.
Nah, it's not.
This gotta be the end of the interview, my friend.
No. That was just.
But like I said, I don't.
That is insane. So he asked FBG Ducks' mom, the late rapper, he died. She's on this platform giving an interview, reliving it. She's obviously been drinking. And the 16 is asking her if she was aroused at watching her teenage son's friend doing whoop. And there is not one person that would disagree that this is like very disrespectful to ask a grieving mother who's a guest on your show. I mean, let's hear from FYB J Mane.
Narrative that I was disrespecting her or something like that.
First of all,
I asked her if she
Where'd the
got
video
turned
go?
on when she saw you having sex with someone.
that's disrespectful to ask FBG Duck Mama, bro.
It would be like
How
if
the
my
fuck
mom
would
walked
you feel?
in on Remo piping, and she, and I asked her like, "Oh, did you like it? Did you like seeing Remo pipe? You like looking at young?"
We not gonna ask Mama 20.
Look at it. What type of household was this cat raised in? Where was he brought up? That's funny. And he asked this dude, a mother, that. And then when the dude is that was whooping gets on there and tells him like, "Hey, that's some weird ass shit," he's doubling down. Listen to him.
22 no shit like that.
But you
we got
could.
respect, bro.
My mom also doesn't do interviews. If she was putting herself into those situations, I think it would be fair to ask her if she got a little bit turned on when she saw a beautiful young man like yourself.
Did you hear what he just said? And his excuse for this that he offers is that she was flirting with him the whole time.
I mean,
play
have
the
you
folks
seen the
wrong.
interviews? She's around with me like that, calling me handsome and all this shit
And
too.
another
It's
thing-
not just like
What? Okay, so I checked the transcript for this interview, and the word handsome never came up one time. So he says, "Go check the interview. She was calling me handsome. She was."
Whoa. So he searched it and zero. This dude is a fucking piece of shit. How is this platform around? Like, why do people go on there if he's disrespecting people who were killed? He's disrespecting those people's mothers. He's talking about weird stuff. And people think like, "Oh, I'm going to go on no jumper, man." Fuck no jumper, man. Are you kidding me? What do you get out of this? What does anybody get out of this? We're 6 minutes in. I'm going to try to do 10, man. This dude is the worst. I'm telling you, the point and shoot did a great job on this video, like every other video. Check out the whole thing, but I'm going to do a little bit more, not much.
Flirting with me like crazy. So I asked her if she was aroused at watching teenage sex.
And so I did just that. I went and looked at the interview. I didn't hear or see any flirting. I searched the keyword handsome. It was not said one time.
Not one.
So the 16 is a cuckold-faced liar. And I just wanted to point that out. So he was very disrespectful. He was very shady. And he, instead of taking ownership of his mistake, of his poor judgment. And
I'm over here trying to stay mad at this weirdo, and he called him a cuckle-faced liar.
disrespect and apologizing and acknowledging that he's a piece of shit, he lies. And he tries to, create this narrative that his heinously inappropriate and disrespectful line of questioning was actually FBG Duck's mom's fault. And so I just wanted to show you that because the 16's just not going to be getting away with this one, okay, or anything else of this nature. Not as long as I'm sheriff. So let's go to this
He's
next
the sheriff, boys.
point that Ruga makes. And Ruga was absolutely right about this, by the way. But let's move on to this next reason why Ruga doesn't like the 16 and why he's about to press him.
Another thing, you play with Wooski, bro. Like, just hear me out.
This is bad, man. And this when this part's over, we'll end it, and you guys can catch the rest. But this is bad.
We talk.
I don't care if y'all talk. That ain't that. I got a personal problem with it because it's the principle of you playing with him about him getting shot in the head. That shit ain't no joke.
For sure, Wooski should
what
have
I'm
thought about
telling
that
you-
before he started
I'm
talking shit to
telling
me.
you-
Because when you start doing battle in hip hop,
No.
you're gonna use
Wooski ain't
whatever
even say
you
shit
got
about you.
to talk shit. He
You
did.
went
He
on
started
the
shit with
internet.
me, so I mentioned something
Bro,
like that.
You went on an interview with Cairo and brought up Wooski.
Right, in a very light
with him,
way, like barely. The idea that was that
recited-
deserved the reaction that he then gave me is
You
fucking
basically
insane.
Just help
So what Ruga is referring to is a back and forth situation.
Again, notice the pattern, man. Adam's he's the victim, man. He's so important to all these rappers that they have to bring him up. He's so important in the streets that street cats have to bring him up. Make that make sense, weirdo. Make that make sense.
And that was going on between FBG Wooski and the 16 of Nashua. So let me try to explain. So the 16 was sitting on an interview with someone that doesn't really like Wooski very much, let's just say. And the 16 brought up Wooski and was talking about how you don't want to have Wooski vibes because they're a little off these days. His words, not mine. Let's take a look.
Like a lot of people say he he a real street nigga, but he don't give me no Wooski vibes. I'm like,
Wooski vibes is crazy.
like why is you even like? Come on, folks.
I don't think you want to have Wooski vibes anyway.
No.
Wooski's vibes are a little off these days.
Yeah, that message too off.
Shout out to him, but
Okay, so let me try to.
That's crazy. He's saying basically Wooski ain't shit now that he got shot. He's making fun of a dude that got shot in the head.
explain this. So to have Wooski vibes means that you are considered to be a real stepper. If you give Wooski vibes, that means you give the vibe that you're actually going to do something to someone if needed. You're not just all talk. You're actually considered to be a boogeyman. So it's sort of I guess a term of endearment in Chicago. Like if you give off Wooski vibes, that means that you are feared. And so if you're moving around in the streets, you want to be respected and feared, and you want people to take you seriously. And if you don't give off Wooski vibes, people aren't going to really take you seriously. But the 16 says you don't really want to have Wooski vibes anyways. Wooski's a little up.
The sheriff is the best. He's impersonating the way he said it. He fucking impersonates these dudes.
These days, shout outs. I mean, you know what I mean? He's being very snide, and this is disrespect. He's throwing shade. He's saying that Wooski is off. Now, let me explain what he means by that, what he means by off. So Wooski was hit in the head with a bullet, and it went in, and he was severely critically injured. And I believe that it went and hit like the prefrontal cortex of the frontal lobe of his brain. And damage to this sector of the brain can cause, cognitive, like speech.
Let me go ahead a little bit. Because I want the sheriff to get his views, man. I mean, he's getting a lot of them, but okay, here, before and after headshot.
We right here with, what this is? 60 second Everhard. 30 seconds. Burning, bro.
So that's how he talked before he was hit.
Cheeto. RIP free the guys. Cracking trays, dropping wires. 6 Black Gang, we is out here.
There he is again.
You gotta just walk up, get everybody. Just walk up.
Here's after.
Shit. The first place I remember living is 73rd Street.
So obviously, man, the dude had a serious injury. And Adam16 decides he's just going to talk his shit about it. I don't want to play the whole thing. I'm going to skip past it. Here we go.
I don't care what anyone says, okay? The 16 started it. And so Wooski responds to this by sending the 16 a DM that reads as follows. Yo ass talking about motherfuckers is off, dude, but you the same motherfucker scared to work with me, so you the motherfucker that's off. Now, when you ready to meet the real me instead of the motherfucker you know and put your money where your mouth is, let me know, goofy dude. While I'm doing the interview, your wife could be sucking my dick. What? And
there you go. And Adam had that coming, man. You know, you're fucking with a certified killer, and you think that because his speech is a little bit slow, his fingers don't work. Adam, man. Adam, you are something else. And I don't wish violence on anyone, but you are inviting it to your doorstep, and you think those security that you have at No Jumper are going to protect you when you're out and about. Good luck, Holmes, because, you know, I know this is a different time, a different era. This isn't the 80s, the 90s where they'll shoot a whole block up, but some people still would, man. And what your stupid ass is doing is you're putting other people in jeopardy. You piss off the wrong people, they're not going to care who you're standing with. So anyways, that's going to be my video, man. Hopefully nothing happens. I don't see this dude. I really believe he has protection like no other. And it's not the security guards that you see. But go and check out Point and Shoot. Tell him Dub sent you. Give him a sub if you're not already subscribed, man. He's got great videos, funny as hell. This is a more serious one. He's got some really funny stuff, man, when he roasts all these bums that work at No Jumper. But everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.